How's it going, everyone? It's Lee again from Function Dynamic, and in today's video what we'll be doing is covering a little bit of organization. At this point, if you've been following along or building your own application, you might notice, and if we take a look over on the left-hand side, that we start to get a lot of lists, and the more you add, the bigger this list gets. And actually, Zoho Creator makes it really easy to manage these in a really intuitive way. And so this is going to be a quick video that goes over that process. So what we'll do is we'll go over to edit this application. And from the edit mode, we can see this little icon up here. It's called sections. And if we click that, we have a list of all the reports that are visible. Now, by default, anytime that you add a form or a page, it will automatically add itself to this list and set itself to visible. However, if we want to hide it, we would just need to click sort of the eyeball icon, I guess, and then the component will be hidden. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this does not actually remove the underlying data from the application itself. It just hides the ability to directly access it from the list itself. So the data is there, it can be accessed, but not by clicking over on the left-hand side. So that is one thing. The other thing is we see that each of the entities has its form and its related list report. And now you might add in other things as well that will find themselves in their respective lists. But let's say we want to organize it a different way and have a specific drop-down list just for list reports and another list just for forms. To do that, we would add a new section, and we can call this list reports. And then once that is done, it will give you some recommended icons that you can go over and search and customize this as you want. We'll just choose this guy with the sunglasses, and then from here we just drag and drop, and that is essentially all that you have to do for that. So now keep in mind that it does save as you go. And so you don't have to press any save button. So we just click the top right hand corner. It's going to refresh. And we can see here that the number of items hasn't decreased. That's because we've still kept the forms in their separate in a separate list or section, but we can see that all the list reports are down here. So this is a useful way to start organizing your application in an intuitive way, one that makes sense for you. Now, another thing to keep in mind is an important point is the default screen now. So by default, the topmost item in this list is going to be the one that loads whenever someone logs in to the application. In our case, it's customers. However, maybe you want to have a dashboard. Dashboard be the default view that loads. So you would just go in and create a page. This is going to be something that we're going to cover in a later video, but for now we'll just say dashboard, and we're going to leave it blank. And we'll just throw in just a placeholder right there for now. And we can see that right now the dashboard is hidden all the way at the bottom. We'll drag it up to the top. So now whenever someone logs in for the first time, the dashboard will be the first thing that they see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to off screen, just put these in their own separate form, or own separate list rather, and just to show you how it really cleans things up. Alright, so we're back now, and as you can see that I have a dashboard here, a section for list reports and a section for forms. Maybe I might want to throw the forms up on top, so that will just drag all the forms up there. Just press X. And then now if we go to access this application, we can see that it has really tidied up there. And while if you have just a few entities, it might not matter a whole lot, but as you start to build and scale, then you'll definitely want to start thinking about organizing these in an intuitive way, one that makes sense. Now, we can see that dashboard is also the first thing that shows up. Last thing I want to touch on is we can see that if we have, let's say, more than one item in a given section, that we have this little arrow here, and when we click on the section, it will give us a drop down. However, if we have only one, it's going to skip that extra click. So if I just click dashboard, I don't get the drop down, I go directly to that dashboard. And just to show, because it's not immediately obvious from here, that this is in a given section. Unlike the other sections, it only has one item. But if I were to drag up, let's say sale, press access this application, then this is still going to be the first one that shows because it's the highest one of the highest section. But now it does have that drop-down functionality. So just something to keep in mind. Whether you already have a Creator application, are looking to get started, or just want to have a one-on-one conversation to get pointed in the right direction, always feel free to reach out to us at Function Dynamic by going to www.functiondynamic.com, click the Contact Us link, and fill in the Get Started form. Once filled in, you will automatically receive an email with a link to schedule a time that works best for you. This was Lee from Function Dynamic. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.